find our Wu Chi. Now, there's some folks that haven't been with us. So Wu Chi is just our standard starting position. It's just basically standing with your feet shoulder width apart, toes parallel, but just slightly pigeon-toed. And our shoulders are back and we're relaxed, definitely relaxed. Through all our Qigongs, it's a very relaxed thing, nothing forced, everything flows. And here in Wu Chi, the empty place, we just bend our knees slightly and just notice our body. And we're gonna just relax it from head to toe. So from the top of our head, just relax your face, relax your jaw, let your neck and shoulders go. Let your upper torso go. Let your hips go. Let your upper legs go. Relax your knees, your calves, your shins, your ankles, your arms. Wiggle your fingers. Let all the tension drip off. And then start to imagine, get into your imagination. We come to Qigong with the mind of a child, and we play with it. We pretend. It's a lot of visuals. So imagine your feet are sinking into the ground as if they're. And then here we turn our attention to a breath. And as we inhale through the nose, and just notice it. Notice it as you inhale. Notice what it feels like as it enters your nostrils. As you exhale through your mouth and feel it on your lips. Feel the sensation as you inhale and exhale. Now lengthen it and deepen it a little bit. And then just sit with that for a minute, maybe count to 5 as you inhale through your nose. And exhale, count to 5 as you exhale. Now toe heel out one length. And again, knees are slightly bent. And then the next inhale, let your palms float up. They're facing down. Just let them float up. Pretend there's a mist floating up in front of you. And then exhale, you just control the down. And your knees bend as you come down, and they straighten as you come up. Inhale as you come up. It's like as you inhale, this mist is rising, and you're just observing your hands rise. They're just rising on their own. Then you control the descent and the exhale. One more time. Inhale, palms float up. Exhale, palms float down. And this starts to get us prepared as we synchronize movement, breath, and mental intention. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Back to Wu Chi. So now take a nice deep inhale. On the exhale, repel to the right and start tapping. So we're just rotating the upper body and our arms follow. Nothing's forced, and the breath starts to move us. So as we inhale, we pull our bodies one way and then the other. As we exhale, we push them one way and the other. And as we do this, we tap, and as our body is struck by our hands, and not hard, just a tap, in the back of the hands strike where the kidneys are, and it just kind of awakens. That's the water element where the kidneys live. It's blue in color. And maybe imagine a blue hue coming up. And as the palm strikes just under the ribs on the left side, that's the earth element where the stomach and spleen live. Imagine a golden hue coming up. And then as you tap on the right side, that's the wood element where the liver and gallbladder live, and a green hue comes up there. So it awakens those 3 organ systems. And the fire and metal element are in the arms. And as we move them, they're relaxed, right? They're not forced. There's no muscle tension. They're just moving like a gentle washing machine cycle as we start this first part of our clearing exercises. And let that come to a close. And then bend your knees a little more. Grab something like tissue with your fingertips. As you inhale, come up. As you exhale, toss down. We'll do that over and over again. What we're doing here is setting an intention to get rid of what doesn't serve us. So you can just visualize dirt or sludge coming out, something you wouldn't want in your body. Or if there's something you do want to get rid of, visualize that and send it deep into the earth and get rid of it once and for all, setting the intention to make the change and be done with it so that you can have room for something that really does serve you to come into your life. Inhaling up, exhaling down over and over again, getting rid of this, whatever it is that we don't need in our life. Let's do 3 more and then connect, inhaling up, exhaling down. So as we connect, we're going to do this a lot. We're imagining red heat come up the back as you inhale up, far over the head. And as you exhale, blue water comes coursing down the front. This is the macrocosmic orbit. Inhale, heat rises all the way up the back of your body and over your head. And blue water courses down the front. Imagine a waterfall going down. We'll do 1 more of those. Inhaling up, exhaling down. This connects yin and yang, sealing at the navel, and then back to Wu Qi. We'll continue clearing, tapping down the outside of each arm, and then tapping up the inside of each arm. Tapping down the back of the head, back of the neck, and all the way down the back body. From the armpits, tap all the way down the side body. And from the clavicle, tap all the way down the front body. And then tap up the inner legs. Inhale, shake out the arms. Exhale, shake out the whole body. Inhale, shake out the arms. Exhale, shake out the whole body. 1 more time, inhale, arms. Exhale, whole body. Connect again, inhaling up. Exhaling down, sealing at the navel, and back to Wu Qi. And then arms out. And here we'll just bend the knees, and then like we're tossing a softball in front of us and behind us, we reach out and then inhale up and then exhale back the opposite way. And then with our flow of our breath, inhaling up and exhaling as we toss. And again, we're tossing something out of our body that we wouldn't want in it. And toss it all the way through the wall, or if you're outside, a long distance. Just let it go. Let it sling out. See it go. And at the same time, we're feeling a little squeeze in our intestines as we twist. And we're squeezing out that energetic sludge as we move through this. Remember, the breath is important, inhaling up, exhaling as you toss. So we're synchronizing movement and breath. And then the mental intention is to get rid of whatever it is that doesn't serve us, throwing it out. 1 more round. And connect again, inhaling up, exhaling down, sealing at the navel, and back to Wu Qi. Taking all 10 fingers, dredge the temples, dig into those temples, and then toss out. Bend the knees as you toss. Inhale, dredge your temples. Exhale, toss it out. 1 more time, dredge those temples, and then toss it out. Connect 1 more time, inhaling up, exhaling down, sealing at the navel, back to Wu Qi. Okay, we're nice and clear now. Maybe you feel a little lighter. We'll start to circulate. So we're going to circulate starting with cloud hands. Very simple exercise, but very powerful. So all we do is we take our hands and we push one way and rotate our upper body as we do. Then we change hand positions and push the other. So inhale, we draw the body one way as we come one way, and then exhale, we push the other. So what we're doing here, we're moving clouds. And so if we're moving clouds, we must be the wind, right? So again, coming to Qigong with the imagination of a child, we become the wind. So if we're the wind, we're not sitting or standing in our room, right? We're way above the roof of our house. We're way up in the sky. And take a puffy cloud or a puff of smoke maybe today, right? If you're in the Bay Area, it's a little smoky. So let's get rid of that smoke. Just take the breeze. You are the breeze, and push it aside one way as you inhale, and push it aside the other way as you exhale. Now play with this. If you were way up in the sky and you were the wind moving clouds, you'd be thrilled, right? You'd go, wow, this is cool. So find some joy in it. Just moving clouds on a Saturday morning here with me on my start of my last year of the 60s. And let me tell you, because I do Qigong, I'm happy and healthy, and I want you to be happy and healthy too. So get up here in the sky with me and move some clouds, inhaling one direction, exhaling the other. And so if we're the wind and we are just pure energy moving clouds, we have no muscle tension, right? So you feel no kind of pain in your body, no tension, nothing, because we're beyond our body. We are just our energy now, and our body just is going through this motion. But in our mind, we're getting in touch with our energetic self, and we're the wind moving clouds. One more time. And then connect, inhaling up, exhaling down, sealing at the navel, back to Wu Qi. Okay, now we got these three energy fields. One of them, the lower Dan Tien. Dan Tien means elixir field. It goes from the solar plexus to the perineum, which is at the base of our spine. So it's a sphere of energy. It's always there, but we're gonna enhance it by paying attention to it. So we take the heels of our palms, we place them on top of that sphere. And as we exhale, we're going to just bend our knees and sweep through. Then inhale, we just place our palms on top of that sphere again. So over and over again, we're going to go through this motion. And we're just swinging our arms basically as we bend our knees and bring them back. But the secret to this exercise is getting in touch with that sphere of energy. Now, first, you're going to just have to pretend it's there. Pretend there's this orange ball of energy and we're spinning it. And as you do it more and more, you start to imagine it, but then you feel something. You feel maybe a change of temperature, that area is a little warmer, because it is there. It is a field of energy. And this lower Dan Tien is what takes care of the energy of all of our physical body, especially digestion. So after a big meal, this is a great exercise to do to increase our metabolism, because this really helps our metabolism grow. So over and over again, we spin this golden ball and try to feel it, see it, imagine it as you go through this exercise. Inhaling up, exhaling, sweeping through. We'll do it about 3 more times. Good, and connect, inhaling up. Exhaling down, sealing at the navel, and back to Wu Qi. The next Dan Tien is the middle Dan Tien. It goes from the throat to the solar plexus. It's red in color. It's still a sphere. This one is a little more complicated, but I know you all got this. So start with the arms up. Now remember, coming to Qigong with the mind of a child, we're going to imagine that we're going to gather a red ball. So we're basically creating this red ball. Bend your knees and gather it as you inhale. As you exhale, lift it up, present it. So it's like you're presenting this little red soccer ball and you go, hey, Mom, I got this ball. What do I do with it? Well, as you inhale, you expand it. And this soccer ball becomes like this big inflated beach ball. We kind of balance it on our sternum here. As we exhale, we come back to that present position, but we're concentrating it. So we see it become brilliant red in color. As we inhale, we bring it into our chest, energizing our heart. As we exhale, we have an abundance of heart energy, that's love, and we're going to share it with our neighbors, the world, our enemies, everybody. And then as we lower it, we're done with it, and then we release it on the exhale. So that's an 8 count thing. First count, gather, inhale. Second count, lift, exhale, present it. Inhale, expand it. Exhale, contract it. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, share. Inhale, lower. Exhale, release. So arms float up and the fingertips come up last. And then gather, inhale. Lift, exhale. Expand, inhale. Contract, exhale. Bring it in, inhale. Share, exhale. Lower, inhale. Float, release, exhale. Continue to float through this. Gather as you inhale. Lift as you exhale. Remember to see that red ball and expand it like a big beach ball expanding. Contract it, energize it, see it become brilliant red. Bring it into your chest as you inhale. Share it, exhale. Lower it, inhale. Release, exhale. Now, without me saying a lot, we'll do it one more time. Gather. lift, expand, contract, bring it in, share, lower, release all the way up into a connection, sealing at the navel, and back to Wu Qi. Great, good job. Okay, upper Dan Tien, violet in color, goes from the throat to about head high above the head. It's another sphere of energy. We're going to put our hands, rest them on the side of the sphere. It's like we got a big jack-in-the-box head. That jack-in-the-box head's got a big smile on its face. So smile, find the joy in this, and come to Qigong with the mind of a child. So play with it and lift up the right toes, rotate on that right heel and sink into a lunge. Adjust that back leg. And then as we inhale, we lift up out of it. So this ball is full of helium. It's going to lift us out of our hips, and then gravity brings us down. So inhale as we lift, and exhale as we sink. Inhale as we lift, exhale, sink on the other side. So as we go through this lifting and sinking, getting in touch with yin and yang. Yin is everything physical. Its power is gravity. We're familiar with that. It brings us down. Yang is light and energy. It lifts us up. It's lighter than gravity. We're not so familiar with that, but we're going to try to get familiar with our Qigongs. We're a hybrid of those two energies. We're this physical body, and we're residing it, living this life and experiencing this lifetime in this physical body. But remember what the theme is today. The theme is we are more than our physical bodies. So we're getting in touch with that as we move through this, feeling that energy lift us out of our hips. Can you do that? Can you pretend? Can you imagine that this ball that we're holding is full of helium and lifts us out? One more time, and then connect, inhaling it. Exhaling down, sealing at the navel, and back to Wu Qi. Okay, one more circulation, and we're going to inhale and reach out as we do. And just reach out, and exhale, bend the knees and pull through with your hands. So what we're doing here, we're imagining that we're on a canoe or a log or something. We're in this beautiful river, and this river is just the right temperature. It's calm. It doesn't have a lot of rapids in it, right? And there's trees on the side of the bank, and they're beautiful, and there's birds in them, they're singing. So set the scene. Take a little Qigong vacation in your mind and make the scene gorgeous and beautiful in some place you want to be. So if you want to be there and you're rowing down this river on the canoe, smile, and remember we're like a child playing with our energy, right? So we can do anything with our imagination. So in here in our imagination, we're taking this vacation on this beautiful river. Now, once we've set the scene, we're going to get in touch with an extraordinary meridian called the thrusting channel. This thrusting channel runs from the base of our spine, the perineum, to the top of our head. And it's just like it said, it thrusts, so it helps us stand up. So as we reach out and our hands reach our knees, we're going to imagine a beam of light shooting up from our perineum to the top of our head. And all we do is we follow it with our mind. So we see that beam of light and we just follow it. And what we're doing here is we're teaching ourselves, teaching our mind to move our bodies with energy rather than muscles. So as we stand up, we're not using our leg muscles to stand up. We're using that energy by just following that beam of light shooting up through our thrusting channels. Now, it takes a couple times to get this, but once you get it, it's pretty amazing that you can actually move with energy and not with our muscles. And we try to get in touch with our energy this way, and when we do, we find we can move more effortlessly through space because we use our energy and get in touch with that. And then we're working more in the superconscious. And in the superconscious, there's less stress because we know in our superconscious, seeing the big picture, that we are more than our physical bodies. And there's more than all this conflict and stress that's going on in the life around us. It's actually just lessons to do one thing. What's the prime directive? Those of you that have been in class know this very well. Our prime directive is to learn to love ourselves and to love life and everybody that crosses our path unconditionally. Now, that's a very difficult task for a human being to do, but we can do it if we realize we are more than our physical bodies. And this physical body is just a school for us to learn. And what are we learning? Just that. Everything else is commentary. No matter how much stuff you get, no matter how many experience you have, the one you have that is the most valuable is to learn to love. And that's, I hope you get that today. And that would be a wonderful birthday present to me if you can understand that simple fact. Inhaling up, exhaling back through and connect, inhaling up, exhaling down, sealing at the navel and back to Wu Qi. Okay, we're done with our circulations. Let's cultivate some energy now. We're going to go through our 5 elements. Chinese medicine has 5 elements, and we'll start with the element. Each season has an element. You go, oh, there's 4 seasons. Well, we're going to have 5. We're going to have a Indian summer, which is what we're in now. This is late summer, and it's the earth element's time. The earth element, you touch the thumbs and 4 fingers together make a triangle and lift that triangle up. And it's just kind of floating here in front of our third eye. And this is a very simple exercise. We just rotate to the right on the inhale and rotate to the left on the exhale. And as we rotate back and forth, we're going to see a golden sun shining through that triangle into our third eye. And that shunts down to our solar plexus. So our solar plexus, where the stomach and the spleen live nearby, gives that energy. And they are the organ systems of the earth element. Inhaling one direction, exhaling the other. So every element and every organ system has an emotion that can be negative, that can be festered or stored there. So the emotion for this element is worry. I know people worry a lot about being healthy, worry a lot about their loved ones, worry about money, worry about all kinds of things. But worry is where? In the future. It isn't happening now. So here in the earth element, we watch the sun rise and set. What that teaches us and what nature teaches us, and Qigong emulates nature. As the sun rises and sets, we know, well, every morning we get up, the sun rises, and at night it sets. And nature keeps going no matter what else is happening. So if we can realize that no matter what happens, the sun rises and sets. And if it doesn't, we still don't have anything to worry about because we'll be gone. And we won't have to worry about anything anymore. So as the sun rises and sets, there's nothing to worry about. Inhaling one direction, exhaling the other. Good. And connect, inhaling up, exhaling down, sealing at the navel, and back to Wu Qi. The next element on our elemental journey is the metal element. It's in our arms. It's white in color. So we're going to open our arms like a flower opens, inhaling as we do, and seeing this white come into our lungs. That purifies the lungs. Exhale, the arms close like a flower closing at night. But this yellow gum collects in our hands, and we're going to sling it out. So white comes in, yellow out, sling it out. And we use the sound of a hiss when we sling it out. White in, yellow out, white comes in, yellow goes out, sling it out. White in, yellow out, sling it out. White in, yellow out. The metal element's all about purification. That's the white in, and getting rid of what doesn't serve us. Yellow out. This yellow gunk, like what you blow out of your nose when you got a cold. White in, yellow out, and get rid of that gunk. One more time, white comes in, yellow out, sling it out. Connect, inhaling up, exhaling down, sealing at the navel, back to Wu Qi. Next element on our journey is the water element. It's blue in color. And we're going to take the left hand and put it behind the right kidney, just the back of the hand there. And we're going to take our other hand and we're going to dip, we're standing knee deep in light blue water. So we're going to gather some water in that hand, bend your knees as you do, and present it to the left. And then turn your hand, but the water doesn't dump out, it turns to a mist. We bring the mist across our face and through the wall or out the other side. Inhale as you dip. Exhale, bring the mist across. So as we do this, there's a lot of things to give our brain to do, to give our mind to work on. So we've got the blue water, light blue water, and the light blue mist. And as we go through this, we want to be very fluid in our motion. This is the water element. So feel yourself almost immersed in water. You feel the resistance of the water as you do. And remember, we're playing like a child, right? So play with that water, dip into that water, and magically you create a mist. It's the alchemy happening, right? And creating this mist, and the mist comes across, and you just observe it. And as you observe it, you listen. Listen for the sound of your hand coming across your face. Now, that might be a little hard to do, to listen to that sound, but you can do it. And maybe it'll help because we're going to whisper something. We're going to whisper, sure, but it's whispered and like a secret told to the back of our hand. What we want to imagine that sound being is water going over pebbles in a brook. And that keys our mind to strengthen our water element. This is like energetic jumper cables. So we're strengthening that kidney on our right side, that yang kidney, which is light blue. Inhaling as we dip, exhaling, bring the mist across. And this helps us be energized and strong because kidneys are like our batteries. They have the adrenal gland on it. We want to keep them strong so that we don't overuse our adrenals. Inhaling as we dip. Exhale, bring the mist across. Now change hands. Put the right hand behind the left kidney. Take the left hand, dip it into dark blue water and create a dark blue mist. Inhale as you dip. Exhale, bring the mist across. And as you go through this, you're going to remember, be fluid in your motions. This is dark blue, the only difference. And of course, on the other side. And feel that fluidity of motion. Everything is fluid. Feel like you're immersed in water, like your joints are filled with fluid. You're so easy to move. Everything moves so fluidly because we're in the water element. One more time, inhaling as you dip. Exhale and listen and connect, inhaling up. Exhaling down, sealing at the navel. And back to Wu Qi. Next element on our journey is the wood element, the element of spring. It's green in color. And we're going to take in our right hand a green ball. We're going to drop back. We're going to step left forward, reach left, and twist right. It's kind of like we're taking a ball and running down the field with it like a football player, right? Except our hands are pointed out, not up. And as we point our fingers out, we're going to see every detail of our fingers. And we're going to step back, change the ball into the other hand, draw that back, reach right, step right, twist left. Now with the flow of the breath, inhaling one direction, exhaling the other. So as we go through this, reach out, see every detail of your fingers. That's important because as you concentrate and focus on your fingers and see every detail, you're working on tuning your vision. When you tune your vision, you tune your liver as well. And this helps both the liver and your eyesight. I'm in my aging body, I still don't wear glasses. So I attribute that partially to Qigong. Inhaling one direction, exhale the other. So as we do this, we're seeing this green ball, and that helps us focus on the element. But as we reach out, we're going to get rid of, remember the elements all have an emotion that stagnates if we don't get rid of it. And this emotion is anger, but it can be irritation or annoyance or stress. And let me tell you, we got a lot of stress in this environment. Our culture's full of it, and the liver chi stagnation is rampant. And so there's a lot of angry people around. We don't want to be angry. We want to be light-filled, joyous beings. So we're going to get rid of this with a sound. It's So it sounds like a growl as we reach out. But remember, we're playing, right? So it's like we're teasing our inner child, like teasing our pet. And we're just going like we're playing, like we're teasing, right? And it's not in a mean way, it's in a silly way. So as we get this silliness out and become silly and play, we get rid of our anger. So if someone cuts you off, stick your hand out the window and go, and they go, what? Did he flip me off? No, you just went, and you're smiling when you do it, so nobody's gonna get mad. Always smiling in Qigong, because we're playing, right? So as we play with this, we get rid of our stress, we get rid of our annoyance. That guy that started the blower at 7 in the morning, we don't care. We just go, and we're happy. Okay, connect. Inhaling up, exhaling down, sealing at the navel, and back to Wu Qi. One more element on our cultivation journey, and that element is the fire element, the element of summer, the heart, and small intestines. So we're going to lift up those right toes again, rotate on that right heel, and then as we come into a lunge, this time we bring the forearm up like we're going to block a blow, like someone's coming, and then we're going to put the palm underneath like we're going to strike. So it's like a block and a strike, but this is medical Qigong. We're not fighting anybody. So what we're doing is collecting. So we're going to visualize this red sun here, this red light. We're going to collect that energy, and then we're just going to shift the weight to our back leg. We're going to shunt that energy back. So we're taking that energy at an angle all the way to the back leg. So collect and shunt. Now we rotate on the heels again, go to the other side, put the opposite forearm up and the opposite palm up. We collect and shunt. Now with the breath, inhaling one direction, collect and shunt. Exhale the other, collect and shunt. So as we go through this, we're seeing this red light come in, and we're sending it all the way to that back foot. And in doing that, we are enhancing our circulation, right? This is a fire element exercise, which nurtures the heart. We want to see that heart energy come all the way through. Circulation is blood and qi, yin and yang. Blood is substance without energy. Qi is energy without substance. Together, they move through our body, they animate the heart, and give us the micronutrients and oxygen we need. So we enhance this with our Qigong. Our heart's gonna beat and our circulation is gonna happen whether we do Qigong or not. But by giving it attention, when we do Qigong, we give something more attention. When we give it attention, it thrives. Whatever you give attention thrives. So if you spend your day on social media, guess what? You're going to get really good at social media and everything else that goes with that. If you spend your day doing crossword puzzles, you're going to get really good at crossword puzzles. Whatever you spend your time at, you're going to get really good at. So I encourage you to spend some time getting in touch with your energy, because that's who you really are. We want to understand our energetic body and nurture it, because our physical body is a reflection of our energetic body. And if we nurture our energy, we're going to be healthier, happier beings. Inhaling one direction, exhale the other, and connect. Inhaling up, exhaling down, sealing at the navel, and back to Wu Qi. All right. More cultivation. We're going to put all our weight in our right leg, except for maybe 10%. We're going to just have our toes there, our knee bent on our left side. And so we're standing here mostly on one leg. We're going to lift our arms up and point our fingers down. So this is like crane, right? So the crane, in this sense, is going to be the observer. So the crane observes everything. Think of it as our observer or our superconscious, the part of us that sees the big picture. And so full crane, we're going to lift the leg up. So inhale, lift that knee up, and we're on one leg. And the crane observes everything. Now, this isn't the easiest posture, but being in the super consciousness is not always easy. Now, kick that leg out wide and flatten the palms out and bend the knees more. And here we're in a big squat with our hands out. And this is Mama Bear. Mama Bear is like the conscious mind. The conscious mind here is going to be Mama Bear protecting her cubs, and she's going to make a big sound. Ah! So the conscious mind is very much in this realm, and she's protecting. So we see the difference, observing, seeing the big picture, inhaling up, exhaling, protect. Ah! Observe, crane, protect. Ah! Mama Bear. Observe, crane, inhale, exhale. Ah! With a big sound, Mama Bear. Inhale, protect. Exhale, observe, exhale, protect. Ah, crane, Mama Bear. Inhale, exhale, observe, protect. Ah, observe, protect. Ah, good, connect. Inhaling up, exhaling down, sealing at the navel, back to Wu Qi. All around us is an ocean. Imagine an ocean. And we're going to bring that right arm up with the palm down. And we're going to point our left fingers to it. We're going to come up on that left toe. And then as we exhale, we sweep through, bending our knees, and do the same thing on the other side. We're going to inhale one direction, lift the arm, point to it with the other ones, exhale the other one. So what we're doing here, I set you in the ocean, right? So this is a wave. And then this is the trough of the wave, and then another wave on the other side. So here, as we inhale one direction, exhale the other, we're the entire ocean, and then we're the wave. Now, the hand and the other hand pointing it symbolizes a boat. And the boat rises up on the wave. Now, the boat has the captain of the ship in it, and that's you. And you see over the top of the wave. And this sort of is like quantum physics, right? So in quantum physics, you've got a wave, and the wave is energy. And then there's a particle in that wave, and that's the ship. And in that particle is the possibilities of the day. So we're going to see over the top of that wave and see the possibilities of the day and manifest them. And as we manifest them just for the day, we see the possibilities of this day. We're going to manifest them. And then when you go after Qigong, you're going to go out and take action on them. So see them now. See what you want for the rest of the day. What are your heart's desires for the rest of this day? See it over the top of that wave. And then after we're done, go take action on it. One more time, inhaling one direction, exhaling the other, and connect, inhaling up. Exhaling down, sealing at the navel, and back to Wu Qi. And let's weight that right leg again. This time, the left leg comes out, and just the big toe is there. And we're going to rotate toward that big toe, but we're going to grab something with our left hand. It's a bow. And we're going to take the other hand, draw back the bowstring, and then we're going to point two fingers on the bow holding end. That's the arrow. As we reach up, we're going to lift that leg up too. And when the leg falls, we just switch to the other side and draw back that bowstring, lift that leg up. So inhale one direction and exhale the other. So what we're doing here, this is a peaceful warrior. We're going to shoot an arrow of light out, right? We're not fighting anything. We're spreading light. So as we do, we open up the heart to the possibilities of the day. So open up that chest, open up that heart. As you draw back that bowstring, that line of energy opens up. And then that planted foot to the top of our head, that's another line of energy. That's yin to yang, yin being the rooted leg, yang going out the top of the head and seeking out source. And then the other line of energy is from that drawn back hand to the lifted leg. And that's counterbalance. It goes across the body. So in here we have counterbalance. And then with the counterbalance, it helps us walk through life. Good. Connect. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Sealing at the navel. Back to Wu Qi. And then here Wu Qi, come to prayer. And then try to imagine what the inside of your spine looks like. And see in the inside of your spine, imagine there's a golden thread running through the inside of your spine. The Dai Chi pole that goes from the top of your head through the body to the earth. Now, inhale, press your arms out and feel the edge of your energy bubble. So we're bigger than our bodies, right? So feel around, feel the very edge of our energy bubble. We know it's there because say we're standing in line or something, and then somebody comes up behind us. We don't see them, we don't hear them, but we know they're there because they've entered our energy bubble. That's how we know we're more than our physical body. There's a lot of hints, but that's one of them. Now exhale back into the center of your spine. So we're going to explore the extreme inner part of us, the inside of our spine, and the external part. So press out again, but this time go as big as the room you're in. And if you're outside, go take about 100 square feet and be as big as that. And try to feel something nearby. Feel the walls, the ceiling, a tree nearby. Exhaling back. When you go to the inside of your spine, see how deep you can go. Can you really go to maybe see a whole different aspect of the inside of your body? Inhale out. This time, take the whole neighborhood. Stretch out. See a neighbor nearby. Or how far can you go? Can you go to the moon? What's your imagination? Don't limit it. Go as far as you can. Exhale back into the inside of your spine. How deep can you go? Can you go into a whole other universe inside you? One more time. Inhale out. Expand as big as you can imagine. Exhale back as deep as you can imagine. And connect. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Sealing at the navel. And back to Wu Qi. And take a ball, put it in your hand, just turn it one way, the other. What's the texture of this ball? What's its weight? Is it heavy? Is it light? It's your ball. What's the color of it? First color that comes to mind. Now expand the ball as you inhale. Contract it as you exhale. Expand, inhale. Contract, exhale. Now bring it over one way and rotate it and bring it over the other. With your breath, inhaling one direction. Exhaling the other. Whoa, magically there's two balls. And the balls are moving maybe in a slow figure eight. Maybe it's like you've got a slow motion juggling act going. Inhaling one direction, exhaling the other. Now all of a sudden the balls drop, but your arms go one way as you inhale and the other as you exhale. Now you're the branches of a tree. So remember at the beginning we were the wind moving clouds. Now we're the branches of the tree being blown by the wind. So we feel what that effect of the wind is. And what this symbolizes is challenges that come our way. So as the wind is a challenge to a tree, right? It has to just stand out there. It can't move, can't go inside, can't get away from it. So what does the tree do? What does nature teach us here? The tree just goes with the wind. It flows through it. It doesn't try to resist it. It doesn't say, stop, wind, I'm not going to let you move my branches. No, it goes, it flows, it flows. So we're flowing with this, and it teaches us that when challenges come, to go with them. But the challenge is a teacher. It's not something bad. There's no challenge that is a bad thing. We look at it as a bad thing, and then we get all frustrated and stressed. But a challenge, instead, when a challenge comes, see, what is this teaching me? Teacher, what are you trying to teach me? And as soon as you get the lesson, then the challenge disappears. Inhaling one direction, exhaling the other. You say, oh, the world is full of challenges. Well, we're not listening to the lessons, are we? So listen to the lessons, and it doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. It's none of your business what everybody else does. It only matters what you do. Inhaling one direction, exhaling the other. So take nature's lessons of the wind blowing the tree and take that into your life. Connect, inhaling up, exhaling down, sealing at the navel. As we go back to Wu Chi, bend down, we're standing knee deep in water, and gather some of that water. And as you inhale up, the water turns to a mist, and then to clouds, and then wiggle the fingers and it becomes rain, and the rain moves through you, not around you. Inhaling up, water, mist, clouds, exhale, rain. Let the rain wash everything through you, cleanse you, purify you. Inhaling up, water, mist, clouds. Let the rain take all your stress, all your problems, all your pain away. Inhaling up, water, mist, clouds. Let the rain clear your overthinking. Exhaling down, washing it all into the earth. One more time. Inhaling up, water, mist, clouds, rain, rain running down. Connect, inhaling up. Exhaling down, sealing at the navel. Back to Wu Chi. Just for a moment, bring your arms out to a 30-degree angle. Feel your body wide at the base. We're in mountain here. Bend the knees slightly. Here in mountain, feel every cell of your body being drawn toward the earth. Feel the gravity effect on your body. And as you do, feel that power of yin, and that's our physical self. And then through the center of your spine, a light beam comes up and goes out the top of your head. And that's the yang part of us seeking source. So we're both yin and yang all at the same time, working this physical life and always seeking source. Now connect again, inhaling up, exhaling down, sealing at the navel, back to Wu Chi. And here in Wu Chi, it's like the womb, the empty place where everything began. And we're going to go all the way back to the universal womb. Before there was a manifest universe, before there was light, before there was anything, there was just emptiness. But that emptiness was pure love. So we are love, and we're surrounded by love. But love wants to be shared. So the palms go up, and the light comes on. As we raise our palms, the light gets brighter and brighter and wider till it's brilliantly white overhead. We touch our fingers together, and somehow we know that source energy, and we have gratitude for that. Let it float down, touching our thumbs to our forehead for peace in our mind today, touching our thumbs to our lips for peace in our words, to our chest for peace in our heart, and to our solar plexus for peace in our actions. Take that white light tightly in our right hand, draw it back, step right forward, reach left. Step left, touch, palm meets fist, yin yang. Bring that into our solar plex, back, and meet the heels, double fist. Left palm raises, right fist raises. They come together